Hey, welcome to episode 6.
Hey guys, 6.
Of Bear With Me. We have a very special guest with us today, and that is this tree right here. And I guess Ryle Martin just popped out
What
again.
second special appearance? Ryle, could you say hi to the fans?
Hello to my personal fans. You should follow me on Instagram. I don't know what my Instagram username is, but you can find it. You could I'll probably follow one of these guys or something like that. So yeah, you should find me.
You got it. We'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll put it in the description or something.
Yeah.
Sounds good, Ryle.
All right, Ryle.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Ryle.
Talking about your tree. It's a nice tree.
Yep. Thank you.
It looks very climbable.
Yep.
You should climb it.
You should climb it.
I gotta go get my car.
I think if we run out of ideas of what to say, I think you climbing the tree would be
Yeah,
pretty
I think
great.
so.
We'll cut that part out of the video. You were talking about cutting up your pens recently.
talking.
We were just in philosophy recitation, and Lewis was cutting up all of his pens.
That's true.
So I want to know what's up with that.
So it was like this, Ryan. So we were discussing the contemplation today. The contemplation, in fact. Now, I feel like we didn't land on anything. Also, this is a very not so private confession. In fact, it's rather public. I read probably about half, 3/4 of the readings that I was supposed to for this philosophy recitation. So I didn't land very
How
well
could you,
myself.
Lewis?
I actually know very well how could I have. Yeah. Anyway, so that's very public, and now.
Okay.
Anyway, so in my opinion, though, contemplation probably leads to necessary action. That's my personal opinion on
I
the nitty-gritty, the everyday, the yes and no, sir, permission to breathe, sir. That's what I believe. Please let us know in the comments if you got that reference.
So is cutting up pens part of the action of contemplation?
Yes, sorry, that's where I was going.
I'm
with
a
this.
little lost.
I
I'm
was
sorry.
contemplating the nature of pens,
Right.
and I thought to myself, this must come in necessary action of making them smaller than they might have been by nature. You can see
Right.
that. I'm going to take these one at a time to analyze this.
Yeah, please.
So-
They're all big pens?
I started with a big pen.
Okay.
Some pronounce it beak.
That's very fancy.
And I made it shorter. That's basically the end of the story. And then I thought, for accuracy's sake, can I do it again? In fact, I did. And it's accurate to a 32nd of an inch. Now, I thought I wanted a challenge at this point. So I went and made one of those harder plastic red pens into one. Now, I'm still working on getting the red cap off, so I merely took the front cap of one of the beak pens and put it on this.
But it fits.
If the cap fits, as they say.
Yeah, that's true. That's interesting. And so, how
Anyway.
does this relate to contemplation?
Um,
And how does this relate to the action of breathing? Do we think about
That's
breathing?
fair.
Do we think about cutting up pens? Do we think about those in the same way?
You know, Ryan, I would say no, because one would be a somatic and one would be an autonomic function,
Well, yeah, obviously.
coming from different branches of your spinal cord.
Yeah. So we breathe in relation to our spinal cord.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. How does that work for someone who has a lot of trouble breathing? What
right.
words do you have to say for our fans out there who have difficulty breathing? They might be smokers. They might be chain smokers. Speaking of which, I don't know how you smoke chains. But how does that relate? What's the connection?
Smoking chains does not relate, Ryan, actually. It's a metaphor. It's something like all the ladies following in her train sort of thing. Is it a literal choo-choo train? No.
Who
Do they
follows
look
in
a
his
little
train?
bit like a train when they go up and down as they walk down the aisle? A little bit. So it's more of a metaphor, Ryan, for
Okay.
smoking one cigar after another, kind of, and if you drew it out, it would extend quite a long way.
And there's no caboose.
And there's no caboose. If that helps you, that's
That
great.
helps a
Then
lot.
I'll grant that
I'm
point.
a big visual guy.
Yeah.
If I can see the whole train, that helps. But a train that never ends
Right. It's depressing,
doesn't
right?
have a caboose, or it's pretty cool. I mean, that's
Welcome
like
to second term.
I don't know, man. I think that I missed something. Anyways, have you ever thought about being a train conductor for a living?
I did at the age of 8. I decided that
Yeah.
wasn't the life for me.
Why not?
You gotta stay in one place for too long.
Yeah, it's true. The thing is, though, that's what you're doing. I mean,
It's fair.
the world is the place that you're staying. It's bigger. Is it just size that really matters?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's all about size. You want a bigger sandbox to play in, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to. I would be like the luggage boy because I help load things on, some good physical activity from the caboose,
Yeah.
from the carriage, and then you get to just run up and down the train for like a whole ride and go on top of the cars, maybe
Right.
help shovel coal for a little
I
bit.
was just gonna say shovel coal. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
But you're not
That's so
tied down.
cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the conductor gets to do the whistle thing, the choo-choo thing.
Which is fun, but you can also go up to the top of the locomotive and ask really nicely if you can blow the big whistle when it's time to go into the station.
That's
That's
true.
cool.
That's
or when
true.
you pass a train,
Yeah,
or when you're coming up on a tunnel.
yeah. I was just gonna say I don't hear a choo-choo train very often. I hear a honk train is what I hear most of the time.
Right.
And so it makes me wonder, like, there must have been a time where choo-choo trains were more of a thing, but now they're
Right.
really not. So
I would
yeah.
think that's fair. I think probably some of it's got to do with different energy sources, which I always find is fun. Like, just imagine if you actually tried to heat your house with wood, like, all the time.
We do
24/7
that
during
back
the
home.
Moscow winter,
Mhm. That's how we operate back home. You save a lot of money.
which is, I'm thinking
got
like
the
with,
trees.
do you guys have like a traditional, just brick fireplace though?
No, we have just a wood stove.
That's the
So-
thing that's way more efficient, but mostly keeps that soot out of your
That's
life.
true. That helps. And now we're back on wood again, and that means we're back on trees again. Is it time? Folks, I think this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Remember how last episode we talked about goading people on to doing things that they don't want to do? Well, I think this topic is reoccurring because right behind me you have Lewis Dalby, who's climbing a tree. And for the record, this is not green screen. This is not any sort of special effects. Dalby here is an animated. He is in that tree. It is a very real tree. As a matter of fact, you can come out here right now and you can see that Lewis Dalby is inside of a tree. Lewis, how's the weather up there?
You know, it's pretty much the same except it's a little windier.
He said it's pretty much the same, except a little windier. What have you learned about being up in a tree?
Try not to fall down, and it's spikier.
He said, try not to fall down and it's spikier. Lewis, what does this teach us about multicultural?
Generally, that we need to take risks, be willing to accept pain, and move on with our lives.
He said, take risks, accept Spain, and move on with our lives. Lewis, I think you should jump.
I don't like jumping. But look, Mom, no hands.
Okay, Lewis's mom, look. He said no hands, and he proceeds to use his hands. Wow. Folks, what you just witnessed was probably one of the greatest acts I've ever seen. First of all, the physical prowess that it takes to be able to attempt such a thing. And if I could turn the camera around, I don't think I can with this app here. But he's proceeding to do parkour around Friendship Square, which is just absolutely legendary. He's jumping over children. There's a child actually choking on a Lego piece in Friendship Square right now. He just saved the baby. He just saved the baby's life, and now he's proceeding to hide behind the bathroom. I think that just shows his level of humility that he has. That he's not willing to even take the credit for these amazing things that he's doing, like climbing trees, doing parkour, and so I think here we can take Dalby as an example for how we're supposed to live out our lives, and that we do these crazy things, we take these crazy risks, but not putting ourselves in the spotlight. See, he didn't even tell me when he climbed the tree, like, hey, he didn't say, hey, Berkoski, put the camera on me as I'm climbing the tree. No, he just did it. He took the risk, and he just made it happen. And so I respect that a lot, and I think that's something as Maltons we can be doing more of. Anyways, I have no idea where Dalby is. I don't know where he could be. Oh, wait a second. Guys, don't worry, I found him. He's alive. Do you have any final words to say?
I'm really sorry for running away, Ryan. I got a little crazy again.
No, you did the right thing.
You're encouraging my desires, Ryan. You're not being the right kind of friend right now, actually. That really hurts.
I'm sorry. How can I make this right?
I don't know. I guess we try again next time, because that's what we do, Ryan. We can try again. Join us next week. Thank you for listening.